Chegg is an EdTech company, subscription-based service. Basically, it helps students learn, complete their homework, amongst other things. And this is the stock value plot. Current value is 1.47 US dollars, but not a while back, it was $100 plus. Its market cap dropped more than 95% in the last 3 years. It so happened that ChatGPT emerged as alternate to help students. And this company is being seen as a first of the victims of AI disruption in the edtech space. Possibly, company delayed to pivot to AI-based solutions. And I'm sure it must be work in progress now. In fact, the company still has two advantages: 7 million subscriber base and data generated from the user interaction can be very effective for training models. EdTech sector in the last 2 decades have seen significant growth and has added a lot of value in lives of people. In coming decade, AI will only further it, and more so on making it economical and effective learning. Next, offering a glimpse into the transformative opportunities that AI can possibly unlock in the edtech sector, whatever I could envision. Let's consider these three scenarios. A teacher is teaching a class of 7th graders and explaining them quadratic equations for the first time. Just for the market perspective, worldwide, there are 100 million plus kids who are in a grade 7th at a given time. Similarly, imagine a professor explaining first-year engineering students Fourier transform. In US alone, there are 150K plus engineering students going through the first year. Worldwide, the number runs up in a millions plus. Or even if no class, let's say you individually want to learn something from the online resources. Let's say, for example, LLM. That thing alone can form up 110 million plus people who are interested in learning LLM worldwide. Now, it has two challenges that I want to highlight. One is all the students in the class will not have the same appetite. There will be fast learners versus the average learners versus the slow learners. And not so much that teachers can also be. Some teachers can explain the quadratic equation in a very good way. Some may not explain it in such a good way. So just imagine if 20% of the teachers worldwide do not explain to quadratic equation in such a nice way. It implies 20 million students worldwide are kind of deprived of the opportunity of understanding quadratic equation in a best possible conceptual way. Another challenge is what you learn in the time that you spend for the learning. It applies both to the student side as well as to the teacher side. From the teacher side, just imagine 5 million teachers are teaching the 7th grade and explaining the quadratic equation. Combined time-wise, you see how much time is spent in educating a certain grade of people worldwide towards that side. Now, let's visualize an AI tutor instead. Now, this AI tutor can interactively explain Fourier transform one-on-one. It will have the ability to infer that you have not understood a specific aspect of it. It can patiently redraw the figures and highlight specific things. So for your comprehensive learning, it can give you a simple exercise to do there itself and check the answer. Next day or a week later, it can do a smart recap or exercise based on your learning patterns. It largely knows what you already know and how you like to learn. So it can create curated sequences for you to learn. It can actually even help build career in a specific direction. It can advise as well over the time. Let's see what are the opportunities that possibly are there. One obvious one is the personalization. You have the tailored content as per the learner space, which is increasing the effectiveness learning for everybody. Even if we assume that 10% of TAM achieved, and within this 10% of the TAM, each student's efficiency increased by 5% in terms of time, then also we are talking of several million years saved worldwide, cumulative. There is a scaling efficiency which can lower the resource needs. Assuming again the 10% of the time achieved, that also leads to 10 billion plus revenue opportunity uh, just by achieving the scaling. Accessibility is an obvious one. In fact, it can be seen as a subset of scaling efficiency. There can be a new education models that can come up in schools and universities and other training platforms. Now, these new education model will make it more effective and more meaningful. You don't need to have a limited number of courses. Those courses, the combinations of it can go far widespread, and so on and so forth. There can be a new grading paradigms as well that can become possible now, both in the elementary schools cases, colleges cases, as well as specific professional training that you take in that grading. Now, imagine that grading can actually be look something like this: how much a quick learner you are, how much of out of box thinker you are, and so on and so forth. This can be a very, very useful uh, information that and reliable information that can even augment the hiring decisions uh, by the companies. So I like these were my views. We'd like to invite inputs from the tech sector experts. We'll be glad to even discuss one-on-one as well and improve my perspectives. Thank you.